What's up YouTube, Call Scooter here, and we are back with our challenge run of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, where we see if we can beat the game using only spells. It's been a couple weeks since we last recorded one of these videos. To be honest, I've just kind of felt a little out of my element lately, but we're back, and I'm super excited to continue the series. Let's go over the rules. In combat, I am only allowed to use spells. I will be allowed to melee or shoot other objects, as sometimes in this game you literally can't progress without meleeing a chandelier to crash through the floor. I can hold other weapons for their annoyance, although that hasn't come up yet. And lastly, we won't be using any Nova Shields. This was a rule I added mainly for the early game, as it would be too easy during spell cooldown times to just let my Nova Shield do the work for me. I definitely think we can beat the main game, but when it comes to the Chaos Chambers, I really don't know if we have a chance or not. Comment down below and let me know if you think we can win or not. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into it. We start the day at Karnak's Wall. It says that we need to be level 24, but we've been doing pretty well being under level, so we're just going to continue that trend. If you notice that we're a little higher in levels than when we left off from the previous video, that's because we did like 3 hours of grinding on bosses and random encounters to try and get some legendary spells. I decided not to put that footage in the video though, as there wasn't really anything to say about it. After that whole time of grinding, we only got one legendary, and it wasn't even a spell, it was a shield. We take on the obelisk here, and if it's not clear why we were going for new spells, it should be pretty obvious now. We need a huge upgrade in power, as our spells are still like 5 to 10 levels under our current level. We ended up dying here. I know that there are a couple side missions we can do on this map that will give us some spells, so that's what we're gonna go do. We made up with a guy named Dreadlord, I think that's how you say it at least, who dreams of being a master of the dark arts. He sends us on a task to get items to craft the ultimate spell, but honestly I feel like we're just getting him breakfast. We snatch up some eggs. Now typically dragons are a problem to deal with, but I big brained this and took my knowledge from Pokemon to know that dragons hate ice type moves. Also, I need to finish our Nuzlocke run through Pokemon Growing Dragon. The new game comes out in like August or something, and I want to play that one on the channel as well. We bring back the items, and he ends up turning himself into a giant skeleton that we have to defeat. I don't think this is what he intended to do, but dude, give me that spell. I'd be totally down to polymorph myself into a giant skeleton and just mollywomp on some baddies. Also, I think it's fair to say if this is the amount of damage we're doing on what I would consider a non-boss, we don't have any chance to go against the real boss of this map until we get some upgrades. Guys, I'm looking for the spell we should have gotten, but I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that guy just gypped us. We decided to give him another shot though, as we have a boss fight coming up at the end of this map, and I know for a fact that we do get a unique spell after this whole mission chain thing. Last part of his side mission chain, and we get to take down the Dreadlord. There isn't really anything to talk about in regards to this fight. Even though our spells are pretty weak at this point, this boss is even weaker. We just wiped the floor with him. With him down, it's time to turn in the mission and collect our reward. Let me know in the comment section, did this map piss off anyone else, or is it just me? I have fallen off these things so many dang times and had to retrace my footsteps. This map alone took me probably longer than most of the game.
But the guy's body is crazy full of power. He wasn't even using it. You snooze, you get your soul ripped out of your body and thrown in the ocean, as the saying goes.
Time to take on the first official boss of the day, Wastard? The names in this game are hard, okay? This boss fight really isn't that difficult either. I remember playing through this part with Lotus and Legend and not even realizing that this was an actual boss fight. Our ice spikes are doing pretty great damage while our fire spell is getting some chip damage in. I can't say that this fight is a complete walk in the park though, as he does get us down once or twice, but we never actually die to him. He spawns these little spectral things that can heal his shield, which is kind of annoying as he seems to like to spam them a lot, but after a couple minutes, we take him down.
Fine, take it. Whatever. Guy's nose is always stuffy anyway. Can hardly breathe. Sucks.
Alright, let's keep it going. We're still 3 levels under leveled for this area, but I'm not worried about it. I want to keep moving as the series has taken me a little longer than I thought it was going to. So, there really isn't much to talk about during this map either. Our ice spikes are currently our main source of damage, especially since they can ricochet into other enemies. We really should get a replacement for our fire spell soon. But yeah, as far as this map goes, we kind of just skip all the side missions and run straight to the boss fight. I know this means that the next map is going to have an even larger level gap, but I already figured we would probably have to do a little grinding before the final boss fight.
Well, not all of them. What's that they say? No rest for the wicked?
You hear a familiar whinny, and for a moment, you feel hope. It's like a dream. But this is not your queen. It's a nightmare.
Second boss of the day is Nightmare, and in this fight, I definitely feel the level gap. It's manageable, but I think there's a really good chance we need to grind soon. Not just levels, but also gear. I mean, I don't even know what any of the levels of my gear currently are. Well, except for my class mod, which is level 9. Granted, it's a really good class mod, but it's still 19 levels under where it should be. I guarantee if we had on-level gear, this fight wouldn't have had so many close calls. It would also probably help if I knew how to fight this guy. I haven't sat down to farm him in any of my playthroughs. We end up beating him on our very first try, and that's the perfect place to call it for the day. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.